The Vanishing City. In the heart of the desert, there was a city like no other. It was a place of wonder, a place of magic, and a place of mystery. The city was called Zazura, and it was a city that existed in a state of perpetual flux. One day, it would be there, shimmering in the sunlight, its towers and spires reaching for the sky. The next, it would be gone, vanished into the sands as if it had never existed at all. People said that Zazura was a city of dreams, a place where the imagination knew no bounds. They said that if you could find your way to Zazura, you could find anything you wanted, anything you needed. But they also said that Zazura was a city of danger, a place where the unwary could easily become lost in the shifting sands. They said that if you weren't careful, you could find yourself trapped in Zazura forever, wandering its streets for eternity. Despite the warnings, people were drawn to Zazura like moths to a flame. They would set out into the desert, searching for the city, hoping to find their heart's desires. Some said that Zazura was a city of ancient magic, a place where the gods themselves had once walked among mortals. Others said that it was a city of science, a place where the secrets of the universe were waiting to be unlocked. But one thing was certain, Zazura was a city like no other, a place where the impossible was possible and the boundaries between reality and fantasy blurred. As the sun beat down on the desert sands, a young woman named Sophia set out on her journey to find Zazura. She had heard the stories, of course, but she didn't believe them. She was a scientist, a seeker of truth and reason. Sophia had always been fascinated by the desert, by the way the sands seemed to shift and flow like a living thing. She had spent years studying the dunes, learning their secrets, and mapping their movements. And now, she was ready to find Zazura. As she walked, the sand seemed to grow hotter, the air thicker. Sophia could feel the weight of the desert bearing down on her, the pressure of the unknown. But she pressed on, her eyes fixed on the horizon, her heart pounding with excitement. And then, suddenly, she saw it. Zazura. The city shimmered in the sunlight, its towers and spires reaching for the sky. Sophia's heart skipped a beat as she gazed upon its beauty. She approached the city cautiously, her senses on high alert. As she walked through the streets, she felt a strange energy building up inside her, as if the city itself was alive. Sophia wandered the streets of Zazura, marveling at its wonders. She saw buildings that seemed to defy gravity, streets that seemed to shift and twist like living things. And then she saw the people. They were a strange, enigmatic folk, their eyes gleaming with an otherworldly intensity. They seemed to be watching Sophia, waiting for her to unlock the secrets of the city.
As she explored the city, Sophia began to realize that Zazura was more than just a place, it was a state of mind. It was a place where the boundaries between reality and fantasy blurred, where the impossible was possible. And Sophia knew that she would never be the same again. As the sun began to set on Zazura, Sophia knew that she had to leave. She had unlocked the secrets of the city, and now it was time to return to the world outside. But as she turned to leave, she felt a strange sensation, as if the city itself was trying to hold her back. Sophia tried to shake off the feeling, but it only grew stronger. She realized that she was trapped, caught in the shifting sands of Zazura. And then, everything went black. When Sophia came to, she was lying in the desert sands, the sun beating down on her face. She sat up, looking around in confusion. Where was Zazura? She looked around, but the city was nowhere to be seen. It was as if it had never existed at all. Sophia stumbled to her feet, her mind reeling with questions. Had she really seen the city, or had it been just a hallucination? As she walked back to her camp, Sophia knew that she would never forget Zazura. She had caught a glimpse of the impossible, and she knew that she would spend the rest of her life searching for it. The Vanishing City. Sophia's journey had just begun.